like a race car flight, but it ain't a car. It's a super fast tortoise going the speed of light, breaking all the
Even in space, a group of tortoises is called a creep. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get up, it's senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise morning coffee show.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hi! Woo, spirit fingers!
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look, I tried enticing Tibalts to join the show today, but there was no luck there.
He don't love us no more.
All right. I was like, we're going to talk about something that's pretty spicy today. Yeah. I know he got a lot of important things to do outside of YouTube, and he tries to make time for the show, to be on the show. But yeah.
Tibalt is a busy man.
Yeah, that's true. Busy. But hey, welcome to the morning coffee show. Hope you got your coffee of choice. Or your libation of choice. Something to wet that whistle. And yeah, let's go. First of all, let's introduce our friends here. To my right, we have MTG Hillbilly.
Dang, Blaggett.
That's right. We got the illustrious MTG Hillbilly here. He's all the looks. That's right. You know, we know you only come here to look at Hillbilly. Then, down below me, we have...
Time to rock!
We got the TheoneRAYman.
Good morning. Getting the old mohawk re-dyed this morning as soon as the show is over.
Nice.
So doing the show from home. That way I didn't have to go out with the hawk up. Wouldn't have time to get back home, get it washed and dried before I had to get it re-dyed. So it'll be nice and fresh come Monday.
Whoop, whoop, Monday. Nice fresh mohawks. Mohawk for sale. Mohawks for sale. That's right. All right. Then we have right below Hillbilly, Lone Wolf. Yeah. We got
What's up?
Yeah, we got the amazing Lone Wolf here today. Look at him staring at the moon, turning into a werewolf, fighting those urges from becoming the monster that he really is. And by monster, I mean, if you read his little title description, he's the land destroyer.
Yup.
It ain't no fun if you don't destroy at least one land a game.
That's right. That's right. Whoa. Hey, well, look, we got people in chat. We got Hattie. Hello, Hattie. Hey.
Sup?
We got Oscar. Sup. That's right.
Sup?
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thanks for stopping by to the show as we ignite and get crazy. But first of all, my friends, it is that time of day where we get to that part where we discuss a particular card.
Card of the day.
Ooh.
Oh, persist.
He's a good card.
A card I don't think sees enough love. Persist costs a generic and a black. It's a sorcery. You return target non-legendary creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it. It's a really good card. Like I don't know why it doesn't touch legendary creatures. Why that's part of the thing, because Persist really didn't care about that. But at the same time, this card is nuts. And yeah, this card was made way after the Mechanic Persist when it came out. Because usually when they make a set, they usually try to make a card named after the set in the set. And Persist, they made it so Persist finally had a card for a mechanic that was originally in an Innistrad block, I believe.
I'm looking to see when it came out.
Yeah, I think it was original in Innistrad.
The first printing of this card is Modern Horizons. Which one is this?
No, I'm talking about the Mechanic Persist.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about the Mechanic Persist.
Yeah.
But this card was first printed in Modern Horizons.
Yeah. And Hillbilly is trying to talk like a squirrel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a sex and hit the button.
All right.
This card was actually pretty expensive when it first came out because I was playing Modern at this time. And I remember this being, I mean, like not super expensive, but these were like $5 a piece. And I needed a playset of them for this Reanimator deck I wanted to build.
Well, and I was thinking about it, looking at the picture and everything. I think this is from the Persist came from the original Lauren block, not Innistrad block, Lauren block. Because if you realize, the image is showing a Kithkin raising his head.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why this doesn't target legendary. I don't think it'd be broken if it did target legendary.
Yeah, I don't know. But interesting enough, Persist, the mechanic coming from the original Lauren block, is when we first got the first Planeswalkers ever in Magic together.
The work and art version of this card. So for those who don't know, when they design Magic cards, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll give like just an idea of what the artwork should look like. And for Persist, it says show a Kithkin emerging from under the ground where he was buried.
Nice.
That is the actual, and then there's like a rough sketch for the first, like the first design of it.
Well, they also have this. I think this came from a set where they did the sketch cards.
Yeah, it did. Modern Horizons. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool thing they did. That was fun. All right, with that, we're gonna move on to the picture of the day. Whoa. It's more about Ray. When you see yourself on the news, well, that's supposed to be on the news, not on news, for something embarrassing.
Have I been in the news?
That's funny. I was having fun. I was trying to get like a shocked expression on the turtle face, and it just wouldn't.
He's pretty shocked.
He's like, what?
He's pretty shocked.
Yep.
Right. Well, this is a reminder for you guys out there in the world. Try not to get on the news. Usually it's a bad thing. 15 minutes of fame.
I haven't been on the news in a long time. Long time.
I have never been on the news.
But you are newsworthy.
I led a protest at the college I went to, so I was on the news one time, but it was
Nice.
several years ago now, almost 20 to be exact.
It's been that long, huh?
It's been that long.
That's right. It's been about that long since I got out of job corps. All right. With that, my friends, that's a picture of the day. But we got to get to the third part of this segment, which is presented by Discord. We have the question of the day. All right. Question of the day is brought to you by yours truly. It was inspired by my hat and my shirt. Yeah. Boom. Let's go. Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is your favorite franchise movie? It could be any kind of movie from any kind of genre. Keep it kosher. But what's your favorite kind of movie? What's your favorite franchise movie? Let's go.
So does it have to be from a franchise? Because my answer is different. Because my favorite movie is not from a franchise.
Is it not?
It's not. No, my favorite movie is Hackers. It's been Hackers since I was 12 years old.
Hackers. I remember seeing that movie a long, long time ago. Don't remember anything about it.
I love Hackers. But my favorite movie from a franchise would be Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
The one with the
That
video
movie.
game?
That's 6. 3 is the one where Nancy comes back and she was working with the kids, and they all kind of get they're the dream warriors, right? So the kid who plays D&D gets to become the wizard master and shoot lightning at Freddy, which is super cool when you're a kid.
Right.
Yeah. So if it's a franchise, it's Nightmare 3. If it's just my all-time favorite movie, it's Hackers.
Yeah. That's the Hackers. I bet that movie's dated. Wasn't that a 90s film?
Yeah, it came out in like 1994.
That's when cords were stuck to phones.
Well, they talk about how fast their 28.8K BPS modem is.
Very true. What about you, Hillbilly?
Well, if we want to mention movies, I'd have to go with Field of Dreams, one of my favorite all-time
Great
movies.
movie.
And as far as franchise, I'd probably have to go with Turtles.
Turtles. Really good one. I thought he was going to say Avengers or something like that.
You're not too far from the field, right, Torrent?
Somewhere in Iowa.
Yeah.
No, I've never been there, but yeah, I never even
They play a baseball game there every year.
Yeah, they do. I hear about it, but I never seen the original movie that they talk about. The
Hillbilly, we need to make a trip. All of us need to go to Iowa, meet Tor, and then I'll go to see a baseball game at the Field of Dreams baseball field.
Yes.
Super Fast Tortoise on site at the Field of Dreams. Morning coffee show. They'll give us a little table, right? We'll tell them what we're doing.
We'll have to vlog it, right? This is the trip.
Dyersville, Iowa, if you know where that is.
Yep.
No, I barely know anything outside of Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
I barely know Cedar Rapids. I don't drive, and I'm kind of stuck in this spot, so I don't get to travel very much. All I know there's a west side and another side, and I've been to both sides. But how to get there, I can tell you. And the hospital's like right in the middle.
It's an hour, Hillbilly, or I'm sorry, Tortoise. It's an hour from Cedar Rapids to where the Field of Dreams is.
Cedar Rapids. You're laughing so hard.
It's 1 hour. That's nothing. That's not. That's barely
west from you.
Oh, nice.
Yep. It looks like you go north a little bit, and then just a little. Yeah, it's 64 miles on the highway.
Yeah. Oh, look, we got Cane Shaker. Cane Shaker, what's up? James Willis, Cane Shaker.
I shake my cane at the clouds with my fury.
And the highway you're talking about is Iowa 80, correct?
Probably. I don't know. Let's see. What road are you?
State 80.
It looks like it's so the way Google Maps wants to take you is up. It looks like State Route 13, and then over 20 over to Dyersville. That's just what Google Maps is taking. I don't know.
Cane Shaker says his favorite franchise movie is The Godfather.
That's a good movie.
That's a classic. And I know it's a classic because people tell me. It's another movie I haven't seen.
I was also known for the world's biggest truck stop.
It's also known for all the corn.
There's a lot of corn.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe the band Korn stems from Iowa too.
They do not. They're from Bakersfield, California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the band Korn is from Bakersfield, California. And the only reason I know that is because I used to, when they were first starting out, getting really popular, a girl that I knew sent me one of their demo tapes because they're from her hometown.
Oh, nice.
So she got to, her older brother would get to go to like all the clubs they were playing.
All right. Lone Wolf.
What's up?
What is your favorite franchise movie? If you want to throw in your favorite non-franchise movie.
I definitely will, but it's gonna show the non-franchise movie might show my age a little bit, but the non-franchise movie would be The Waterboy. Anything by Adam Sandler, I love his movies.
His
Yes.
90s movies were just top notch for us kids.
Like
Grown
I
Ups.
could also throw Grown Ups in there, but I have yet to see Happy Gilmore, and I want to so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Both happy. The new one is actually pretty good. I was concerned, but the new one held up. I was happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll go ahead. I'm sorry.
And as far as I don't know if this is a franchise movie because I really don't know really the definition of franchise, but the Twilight series.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
it is kind of franchise because the series is a franchise that kept on going. It's probably still going today. And when they make a movie, it's still part of the franchise, so it works.
Yeah,
Grown Ups 2 was not good.
No, it was boring. Hattie says I would have to say my favorite franchise movie would be Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. Nice.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Mm-hmm. But that mainly because I don't watch many movies. That makes sense. And Kane Shaker says Gatorade is better.
I don't watch anywhere near as many movies as I used to. I just do not have time.
Right. I don't watch I don't watch as much movies as I used to as I wish I could. I mean, we watch a lot of YouTube.
I don't even know the last movie I went and saw. I think with my sorry, go ahead, Hillbilly.
The other day I got to watch my movie, Field of Dreams.
Nice.
Awesome.
On YouTube.
So I think it's prevalent what one of my favorite movies franchises are. I mean, I'm kind of
take a pick. Like Turtles, Transformers, JP. I mean,
right. Well, if I had to list them in order, like what series I like the most, Jurassic Park would have to be number one because it's never like other than one movie that never made any movie that was terribly, terribly bad except Jurassic Park 3. Then
like 3.
Hey, you can like 3 all you want. No one's gonna yuck your yum. Then the second place would be Transformers. Oh no, not Transformers. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because I like all their original movies, and I think their remakes are okay, and the cartoon movies are good. Then the third one would be Transformers because I like the original movie. I like the series, right? The original movie. I don't like all the live action makes of the movie that they've done. I like the first movie and probably like the third movie, if I remember correctly, like those two. And I thought the rest are trash. So if I had to list them in order, it'd be Jurassic Park, Ninja Turtles, and Transformers. And I like, and that's hard to do because I like them about much equally. But like you can tell on my shelf, I have a certain display, like the Jurassic Park's on top, and that's like all the cool stuff. And I got the Transformers below. I got Turtles below them, but I like the Turtles movies more than I do all the Transformers movies. Yeah.
Now, if you want to go old school, I would have to go with Hee-Haw. Now that's showing my age a little bit.
What was it?
Hee-Haw.
Oh, Hee-Haw.
But if I had to list a non-franchise movie, a movie that will date myself even further than you guys would be Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman.
Hee-Haw's over.
I've ever seen that.
It's one of his first breakout films. Like it's a film that got him in the eyes of the popularity for filming. Hattie says, I wish the DC movies were better because I absolutely love DC comics, but the movies are all disappointing, right? Well, Hattie,
sir, there are 2 phenomenal Batman movies that have Michael Keaton in them. Those movies are great.
Well, the Dark Knight series is really good, but the irony in that, Hattie, is Marvel was huge. Well, it's still kind of huge, but it's not as huge as it used to be because people are getting jaded by their movies and lackluster. But when Marvel movies were huge and DC movies were not, DC had the better cartoon run of films, and Marvel did not. Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, if you want to take your young kids, to see a Marvel movie, and you don't want them around cussing and all those swear words, don't go see a Marvel movie.
They're trying to change things up to garner the attention of people, which I find ridiculous because like honestly, I don't think that like I know this is controversial to some people, but I do not think Deadpool should have been as much as it was. We watched the first movie and there was stuff in there that just really didn't have to be in the movie. Then they made
it is rated R, right?
Right. They made the second one, and I didn't watch that because of the first one, but I did watch Deadpool versus Wolverine, which was made more for Disney, and I actually enjoyed that film.
I did not.
Well, that's fine.
I did not like the Deadpool and Wolverine because they was dropping an F-bomb. Not even 2 minutes apart.
Yeah, like
It was
looking
way
into
too
it,
many F-bombs.
I did that looking into it because they wanted to drop a joke. They dropped an F-bomb for every F-bomb that was put in a Marvel movie.
Yeah,
they did. K-Chick says Christian Bale rocks the Batman. I know. Wish he never gave it up, but we also lost a legend for Joker, which was Heath Ledger during that time, and they were dealing with that. They couldn't build off that like they wanted to. But yeah. But with that, my friends, it is time that we get to the show divider. The show divider.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. This is a free show on YouTube. It is completely volunteer-based. This program is made possible by viewers like you, and share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And also by contributions made to your Super Fast Tortoise channel and from viewers like you. You all rock. You are awesome.
You're crazy!
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Oh, all right, my friends. We really pushed the first half of that segment pretty good. We could have just had a Chat and Chill day and just chat about everything. But we had a really good conversation, a really good question of the day that pushed it.
Yep.
But now we need to talk about board wipes and land destruction and MTG Commander and why Lone Wolf hates land destruction.
That's a good April Fool's joke, and April hasn't even got here yet.
Right? So, last night I was playing a fun game, and I was struggling last night. For those who don't know, I kind of have like a fatty liver going on, and part of that is I get fatigued and tired, so I kind of struggle with thinking at times. And last night I was playing a game, and this one guy was playing a Phaedraan Touchable deck, which was pretty good. And he was playing some sick lands, some awesome lands in his game that helped push his strategy forward. And I'm like, man, if I had land removal, I could slow him down. And yeah, I couldn't slow him down. The only piece of land removal I had was Beast Within in my game, and I had to use it on Phage, which got Imp's Mischiefed.
And then that's how you lost.
That's how I lost.
You should have just blew up the land.
Right.
When you did that and he tapped his mana, I was like, does he have an Imp's Mischief in his hand?
It was crazy. Well, the moral of the story is land destruction is more important in Commander than people give it credit for. Now, and I'm not talking about like mass land denial. I'm talking about denying people certain non-basic lands that push them over. He had 2 Cabal coffers on the battlefild. He had a copy of one from Thespian Stage and a regular one. Then he had another card that kept doing crazy stuff. Doing crazy stuff. Add more salt to ball. You made it. You know, Tibalt, if you were to jump on the show.
Tibalts Apprentice wins. Flawless victory.
You could have heard that in person.
Yep.
Needed a little bit of before that. I think my eardrums are blown.
Poor eardrums. Oh, you're probably wearing headsets, aren't you?
No, I'm right next to my phone, and it felt like I was sitting like in a theater.
Oh, wow. No, I'm sorry. Hattie, did they change the brackets from originally saying the land destruction and saying land denial? The brackets say mass land denial. So when they say
4 lands,
right,
which is what then they describe it as 4 lands,
right? And so But yeah, so yeah, it's last mass land denial is like they're talking about like extreme denial, right? The 4 land thing's there to kind of say, hey, you know, up to 4 lands seems legit. Usually people target utility lands, which is what you kind of want anyways.
Yep.
And you know, or Kane Checker says, oh, for pop up. He says Armageddon will always be the best land destruction. That's
Yep.
right. Also pairs well with Wrath of God. That's right. He wants me to do that. He sent me an Armageddon, says, I want you to board wipe someone and destroy all everybody's lands one game. I had to take it out of the deck.
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy. Like I put in a deck and I had to take it out after I board wiped someone.
If somebody blows up everybody's lands and cannot win within a couple turns, that's such a D move, man. That game is just gonna take forever. That's my problem with mass land destruction. It's just, God, this game is just gonna keep going.
It's gonna
Yep.
kill. That's right, because they're gonna be rolling. What? That's gonna be rolling. What?
Well, no, after mass land destruction, nobody's rolling anything. You're just sitting there going,
Well, we're wanting to try to have the record for the longest game, so let's do it.
That's
I mean,
right.
well, there was a CEDH game like 3 months ago that was the finals of a tournament that lasted 12 hours. No, I'll pass. Thanks.
12 hours.
I don't care how much money's on the line. Unless it's like, if I don't win this, I don't pay rent. There's no way. No way. At 2 hours, I would have scooped. At 12, I would have broke my own neck.
Right. Hattie says, just got to remember to cast Wrath first and with Armageddon on the stack to Teferi Pro out. Oh, that's right. Teferi's protection. Save yourself from craziness.
Yep.
That game ended in a tie. All right. Nice. But yeah, still, the point is land destruction is bearing its face as something important in Commander lately. And it's because Wizards of the Coast, they're building or designing some really good lands lately. And there's some old lands that are really good out there. You just need to take care of them. Plus, with the rise of Hearthrawl decks and decks like it, people are getting very land heavy. Like, they're getting the power out of free spells, basically.
Mhm.
I mean, lands are not spells, but they're free. You get to play
but
it once per turn. You know?
Blowing up lands in a Hearthhold deck is a waste of resources because they're going to get that thing back.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's kind of like I said, I run either like a Demolition Fields or a Ghost Quarter or something in almost all of my decks. But the lands that like I really feel like I need to hit the most, things like Field of the Dead or Glacial Chasm, I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to get one turn of this person not having this card. Because if I blow up Hearthhold's Glacial Chasm, if we do not kill that player before their turn comes back around, they're just going to play the stupid thing back out of their graveyard.
Right. Well, the Glacial Chasm, you want to destroy it on your turn when you're going to attack that particular player. I learned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to kill them before their turn comes back around.
Right,
or they're just going to get it back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but but still, land destruction is still important in that aspect. You know, and no, well, I'm talking about the rise of our Hearthrow decks coming up thing is people are paying more attention to lands. Hearthrow likes to reanimate lands. Hey, Coach's Magic. Hey, super fast people. Coach's Magic.
But it's not just Hearthrow, right? Like long before Hearthrow came out, you had Lands Matters decks that were running Crucible, the Worlds, and stuff in them.
Right.
And that's the thing. Like you are this is basically the Dredge cycle. For those who don't know, when Dredge was introduced into Magic, it was very powerful. So then people started running lots of graveyard hate, right? To hate out the Dredge decks.
Right.
And then the Dredge decks died off. But as the Dredge decks died off, people took less and less graveyard hate, more and more graveyard hate out of their decks. And then Dredge came back. So this is kind of like that cycle. If people start running a lot of land removal in lower brackets, all you're going to see is this huge influx of people running things like Crucible of the Worlds, ways to play their lands back from their graveyard. And then you're like, oh. So it's definitely worth running a little bit to pop a problematic land here or there. But I think you end up in the dredge cycle of like Crucible of the World's prices spike because everybody's buying Crucibles of the World.
Crucible,
Buying their lands back from their graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
so good. Yeah. Well, and plus it's a good spell. It's colorless. That's why people like it so much.
Yeah, you can use it in any deck. And if you're a green, well, blowing up their lands in green is just like a fool's errand. There's so many ways to start getting it.
Yeah.
but land destruction is definitely a utility based thing. You want to use it to get rid of utility cards when best possible. It gets stronger outside of green. It gets stronger outside of its normal colors. Like I said, like last night, if I could have gotten rid of a Cabal Coffer or two, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the synergy of decks with lands nowadays are getting crazy. I mean, look at Earthbend. That's insane. I can't believe Hillbilly let them do that. Like he gave WotC the permission to let Earthbend be a mechanic.
Yeah, that's because I want them. With that new Earthbend card, you Earthbend a can't think the name of it, but you Earthbend a land. Then you get to go fetch for a land, and it is mono green also.
Right.
Very good card.
Earthband Ascension.
Yep.
Was that it?
Yep.
Couldn't remember the name.
Right,
Yeah,
but Earthbend is designed because, trust me, as a professional F&M goer from back in the day, people would turn their lands into creatures, and I'd take the opportunity to play some LD with a non-LD card. LD being land destruction. It's like I'd be holding on to like a terror or something, and someone turn their land into a colorless creature, and I'd be like, destroy it. I like free LD, or not free LD. I like the opportunity to destroy any lands, and that would slow games down. It was crazy.
Yeah, and Earthbend even gets it back from exile. So if you pass somebody's land, it's like, well, okay, it's just gonna come back.
Right. The only thing I think they should have done if they did LD in airbending, the airbender set, is they should have you shuffle target land into someone's library. That would have been a way around Earthbend, or target creature. Shuffle target creature into its owner's library. And we don't want to forget about Strip Mine. No, we do not. We do not want to forget about it. I want one.
It's arguably a really bad card these days.
Yeah.
For Commander, not for anything else. I'm speaking strictly at Commander. It's a bad card. Because like you're both losing a land out of it, right? Like you're gonna pop somebody's like really powerful land, but then you're down a land too.
Ooh.
Whoa!
What?
A wild bug has
You
appeared.
suckered me in.
Oh, sorry, Billy. Hold on. Yeah. But yeah, I sent you the link, and I'm like, I know Tibalt's going to want to jump in on this conversation.
Well, I wasn't going to or whatever, and I shouldn't be. I should be out there helping my wife, but like she's like, go get on the show if you're going to do it. So I went ahead and jumped on.
Mm.
So land destruction, my favorite. I still play off-colored lands at the beginning of the game because I'm afraid somebody's going to stone rain me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about the importance of land destruction in Commander, and Rayman is talking about the how the implications of power creep have kind of changed the power creep of land destruction, because like in certain decks it's just kind of null and void, certain colors is kind of null and void, but at the same time there are certain times that a certain timed land destruction spell will help win the game or sway the game your way.
Absolutely. You have to have some form of land destruction. And what is it? Not ghostly. I'm thinking
Ghost Quarters.
Which one?
Ghost Quarters.
Ghost Quarters. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking that you need to have in there or something. I've started playing. I don't have the list in front of me because I wasn't prepared. But yeah, I've started playing at least one or two land destruction in every deck. At least on Arena, just because you have to. And it's even more so, I think, in Commander because of, is it Shifting Woodlands?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah. So you've got to be able to take out, because that's been the arguably flaw in the system, is that land destruction, since they're stapling new abilities and powers on things, you've got so much. You've got to be able to deal with land. Field of the Deads and things like that. You have to be able to stop them.
I am.
Glacial chasms, that type of stuff.
And, there is another school of thought out there that I'd be remiss of not bringing up. Places like Distraction Makers heavily, when they talk about like deck building theory, like we do, they look at it as a very different way. Where we talk about running a lot of interaction, Distraction Makers are on the opposite side, and they advocate for running no interaction. They advocate for running decks that are just pure gas.
Right.
And they're maybe, I don't know, but 3 months ago, back right around Christmas time, they actually put out a deck, a concept deck that is a bracket 3 deck that runs zero interaction. This deck runs nothing. It doesn't even run heroic intervention. Right. It's a teamer deck that runs no interaction. So I looked at this list and I said, hey, I have all of this stuff, right? Like I have every card in this deck, including Candelabra that was beat to, I had to double sleeve it because that card was so beat up from 20 years of playing on concrete back in the day. That deck not only never dropped a game, it never came close. That deck was absurd. And it was just because it didn't matter how much interactions my opponents ran.
Right.
Every card I drew was gas. Right. It was like, oh, you're going to board wipe? Okay, well, here comes the next god awful thing. And it was all cast based. So it didn't matter if my opponents were even running counter spells because I got all of the value off of the cast.
That's crazy.
That deck was bonkers.
My question when it comes to that then, though, is are we still playing a casual game if everything is gas?
I mean, if my opponents, so I don't know. I don't know what is casual, right? How are we describing casual?
Yeah.
If casual is, it's just people sitting around a table playing and you're having a good time laughing and talking and then the game plays out, then yeah, I think you still are. I think for me personally, casual stops being casual when there's something on the line, right? Like when winning means something, right? Like when it's not, oh, if I win, great. If I don't, who cares? Then yeah, that's casual. But I think when something is on the line for that win, I think that's where casual stops being casual.
Right.
I think there's, I think for other people, I think that casual in other people's minds, and I can't speak for everybody, but I think casual for other people is suboptimal plays. When either you're playing against, when you know your deck is suboptimal and you've made those choices to set it on the table, and you see somebody else with nothing but gas in their deck, suddenly that doesn't feel like a casual game anymore. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. And this is where Rule Zero comes in. This is where people's expectations come in. So to me, I would say that would feel like a more competitive deck, even if it's in a casual setting, because and all I'm doing is commenting on. I'm not saying
sure, absolutely,
it's right absolutely. Or wrong or whatever. But it's something else that I wanted to interject yesterday, or actually was who it was. I don't know. Anyhow, there was a point there where somebody was talking, and I thought about the fact that it's like everybody has a different opinion about what things are within Commander, and everybody assumes that everybody else shares that opinion. And I think that's a mistake that we make without talking about, and it can be awkward and maybe uncomfortable-ish, depending on how the person feels, but it can be uncomfortable to talk about these things. But I absolutely feel that we need to talk about them more, because we all kind of assume, like, if I know these rules or whatever, the other person knows the rules.
Right.
And that may not be the case. And it may lead to feel-bads after the game or in a different setting. You know what I mean? If you haven't talked about these things beforehand.
Kid Thicket says, I might offer casual is always dependent on the group you're playing with, which I agree with on that aspect, because like when trying to pull in spell table games or convoke games, you guys know what I'm doing. I'm specifying the genre of the game by making sure people know the rule set that I'm looking for when describing casual games or what kind of bracket game.
And I'll also point out that as much as I think that spell table and things like Convoke are really cool, I think it's much harder to have a casual game of Commander over them.
Yeah.
And here's my reasoning. When like if I'm playing a game with Hillbilly and Tibalt and Tort and we're over spell table, because of how you have to play the game, right? Because there's a microphone and there's a headset that you're wearing. You don't have the casual conversation happening in the game that you do like if you're sitting at a table. You have to pay more attention because you're not sitting right there. I think that changes the dynamic of the game some. Like I find myself playing very differently when I play over spell table.
Right.
And clearly, I mean, those of us who listen to the show know that we always have good rapport when we're talking, and those who would see, if they could see backstage before and after a show, know that we have very good rapport and we can laugh and have a good time. But we don't get to really do that over spell table where, if you're sitting around a table at an LGS, the game is almost secondary because you're just talking about things that are happening or something that somebody did that day, and the game is like, wait, whose turn is it again? Oh, right. Okay, let's keep going.
Right.
So I also think the setting changes quite a bit as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that when it comes down to this, you can have a really crappy losing streak at an LGS, but leave having a great time because you hung out with people.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas you have a crappy time over spell table too often, and it leads to feel bads because you didn't have that other fun interaction or that whatever you're taking from that, you don't get that off of playing over online.
Right. I haven't really thought about this until just now, but I wonder if so many people playing over spell table has led to an unintended change in the way people play Commander. Because again, it's more about the game. Because when you play over spell table, it is more about, like as we talked about, it's more about the game and less about the interaction with each other, right? And maybe that's because you don't know the people as well. If you're getting random people in, or if you're getting people in towards Discord who maybe we've never met them before, you're not going to have this rapport that you would sitting down with somebody at your local game store that you go to a couple times a week.
Well, so I could say the answer to your question is yes. The spell tables change the way people play games because it changes the way people see games. Because like Hillbilly and I used to randomly play spell table with randoms on spell table, right? And we ended up stopping that because we had some bad interactions.
Yeah. Oh boy.
We had some bad interactions, like people cussing up a storm and going crazy, even though they knew it was a stream game. Like I had one person tell me, "Hey, bud, you're gonna want to stop your stream from what I'm about to say," and just said all the things they shouldn't say.
My God!
Wow. I've had actually had to delete streams because of it.
Oh yeah, so I had to too. But then
I can see why you would stop doing that.
Right. But then we've also had games on off Discord where people jumped in to play a game saying they had a certain bracketed power deck and they had to win turn 3, turn 4, Yep. So and stuff like that has happened plenty of time that's changed the way I see Commander. And I think the way people are looking at Commander is a lot different now. Yep. Because they're playing these same kind of games. And so hence why I changed the way I look for games and explain the game I'm looking for, because we have to have that conversation before we get into the game.
Yeah. I think it's a good example. The best example, or the closest example I can think of it would be the way, personally at least, I interact with Arena. Arena is not the same as setting down, obviously the LGS, and it's not real Magic, and it's not that has to do with alchemy, but you win or lose, that's it. Because you have such limited interaction with the people that you're playing with. And I mean, I still do it. So like I'm still in the top 95 or 5%, the top 90, so in case 99% of the people playing games, not winning, mind you, but I'm still playing that much as I complain about it. But the fact is, like, it's just focused on getting the win, and that's it. And you lose out. So that's why it's great to get a chance to play Commander, even in a pod like this, where you guys that I've played with all of you at some point on there. So it's great to at least have that much interaction. And I'd like to have even more, but distance and time prevent that.
Well, so. and there's a reason why I literally just took his deck apart like 2 weeks ago, right? I kept the deck. I didn't have it in my box, but I kept that teamer deck together. But there's a reason why when like I've come on stream with Tord or it be Hillbilly stream, that deck was never even a consideration to be played because because that deck is if you're just playing where you're not laughing and kind of having a good time, you're just like, wow, this deck is just like this teamer collection of really good cards, right? And there are stuff in there that like people have probably never seen before. There are like some really deep cuts in there, but there's no bad cards, right? Like, and there was no game changers in the list. There was no Gaia's Cradles. There was no game changers at all, which is crazy because like Candelabra of Tanos should probably be a game changer, but that's like a different story, right?
Right. Another thing why we bring up topics like today is because there's a lot of confusing information out there. Like there's a channel out there called Muscles of Magic, and he's a good channel. I like what he does.
Heard of that one,
right? But he doesn't say he's a bracket 4 channel, but he's trying to teach people how to build decks for bracket 4 and above.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And that's his main topics. But he acts like that's just casual Commander. And he like this is a new channel, has over 9,000 subs and whatnot. And people are enjoying his content, but the content is more geared for competitive Magic.
Well, I mean, I think you can still play bracket 4 casually. I just think you can. I think it's very hard to play true casual Commander over Spell Table.
No.
I went and looked, and Sheldon has like when they asked Sheldon what Commander was. This is before there was ever a Commander product, right? This is still when it was just Elder Dragon Highlander. He says that the format is about getting 4 people together and have a good time, and the game is secondary.
Right.
And over Spell Table, you can't do that. Like the game can't be secondary.
Right.
At least it's very difficult because like now, right? Like me and Tord are trying to say stuff and we're like bouncing because of the lag and the delay. We're clinking off of each other. I think it's very hard to just kind of laugh and enjoy the game over the internet.
Well, at the same time, like when we're playing Spell Table, we're focusing on everybody's tables, trying to figure out what the best optimized play is, because the most optimized play is based off trying to figure out the cards. Because there's sometimes I play a game and I don't even pay attention to a card very much, so I don't know what it does. And usually it's nothing pretty big to worry about. But then all of a sudden, someone plays something. Now it's a worrisome card. I'm like, oh, I should have dealt with that.
Right. And if you were sitting in an LGS with those exact same 4 people, right? Like take those same 4 people, come off Spell Table and go to whatever LGS is great in Cedar Rapids, and you'd be laughing about something that somebody did the day before or something their cat did or something, and you're not like that card does not even click in your brain because you're so like caught up in you're caught up in the atmosphere that the game itself becomes secondary.
Mm-hmm. Coach has a good point. Spell Table is less personal than the actual gathering. It has its pluses, like for good positives for some and minuses for others.
Absolutely.
And he says, unless you are playing with 3 other people you want to spend time with, appreciate people will make you happy. Appreciate people that make you happy, Right. And so we've so derailed off this topic so much.
but have we though? Because I think that running board wipes and land destruction and stuff is far more important in like Spell Table games than they are just like in regular Commander games.
Right.
So I think we're there. We might be a little off track. We took a circuitous route.
Yes. We're topic adjacent.
We're topic adjacent. You know what I think?
Get off my lawn, you punk kid!
I've been wanting to use that all day.
Yep.
Thankfully, you didn't have to use it for its intended purpose.
That's right. But you know, my friends, it is that time of day. Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
KJ says, I saw something interesting yesterday. Watsy said absolutely no Harry Potter set. That's right.
Well, what they actually said is we have our own in-universe magical school that we're going to be visiting and have no plans to visit any outside magical schools as of right now.
Yeah.
So I'd be weary of celebrating the death of universes beyond Harry Potter because that might be
again. I could see a product adjacent, like a quest for the fantastical beasts or some other universe thing that is close to Harry Potter, but doesn't specifically go to Hogwarts.
Right. Makes sense. There's reasons, but we're not going to get into those reasons because right now it's time for the shill section, the thrill section, my friends. We need to get to the shill. That's right. We're going to start with the amazing, the handsome, the devilish, the wolf-like creature we call Lone Wolf.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me on. Pretty good stream today. Help everybody here, support their channels, like the stream, get the numbers up, and just have an awesome time with everybody.
Yeah, I hope we have an awesome time with everybody too, for sure.
Yeah.
And with that, we're gonna roll over to T-Pain, Michael Jackson.
Well, thanks for having me on. I'm just here to shill. That's the only reason I came on. No, I just life, whatever. Anyhow, thank you for having me. Glad that I got to share part of the show with you guys.
Right.
And remember, play more Land Destruction. That's it. I'm not even going to show my stuff. Just go to darkritual.site and you can find stuff there.
Right. His YouTube channel's in the chat. Whoop.
Yeah.
And with that, we're gonna roll over to Rayman.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Thanks everybody who tuned in today. I'm not at Mr. B's Game Lounge this morning because I'm going to get a little bit of a hawk cleanup this morning or as soon as the show's over. But you can check us out at Mr. B's Game Lounge on YouTube. If you're local, we're at Mr. B's Game Lounge in Pennington Gap, Virginia. We are doing a Valentine's Day karaoke and dance tomorrow night. So if you're looking for something to do with your significant other and you're in the area, come on by. We have our stream starting next week with pre-con battles, and then in 2 weeks, the week of pre-release, we'll be doing the Ninja Turtles pre-con battles, which everybody's very excited for.
That is exciting.
And got a lot of stuff going on. So check us out. And I guess for the stream, I'm on a 71-hour break. See you guys Monday.
Whoa. Sounds awesome. Might be. What's up? We got Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. First thing I'm going to talk about is this right here on February 25th. I will be able to play with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Early access. And I think Rayman said 17th they're releasing the rest of the cards. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes, sir. Okay. The 17th is when they're going to do the stream to show the rest of the cards.
The preview.
Okay.
Track.
So on the 17th, we'll get the rest of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards. And after that, if you want to theorycraft a deck and get a shout out during the early access on the 25th, you can theorycraft a deck and throw it into my Discord, and I will take that and I will give you and your channel. I'll give you a shout out. If you have a channel, I'll give it a shout out also. That's always open for everybody during the early access streams.
Wow.
I'm always doing this for Wizards, and I'm glad that they invited me to do this. Thank you, Wizards. But anyway, this is on the 25th. Now, this afternoon, I will be doing a 2 o'clock stream this afternoon. But I also want to touch up on Wednesday. Wednesday afternoons is reserved for the viewers, and what I mean by that is viewer battles. I'm doing viewer battles every Wednesday afternoon, and if you're in my Discord,
Why in
you
your
can-
body?
I don't know why my body.
All
But either way, if you can, if you want to sign up for viewer battles, make sure you're in part of my Discord where you can sign up for the viewer battles every Wednesday afternoon.
Mhm.
That's all I got to chill for today.
right. Whoa, whoa. Shill. Super Fast Tortoise here to shill because he's got everything that's going to make you thrill. I don't know if that actually worked. But hey, I rhymed. Anyways, everybody, Super Fast Tortoise today. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to do a Commander game tonight, but I will go live tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will, if I don't do a game tonight, and if everybody wants to play a game, let me know in Discord of Commander on Convoke or Spell Table, varying what we need to use. Let me know if that's what you want to do. But most likely, the way I'm feeling, I'll probably just do a chat and chill stream later on tonight. Friends, welcome. If you got time, hang out. No construction, just random chill. But with that, I want to thank everybody for being here. Michael, Matt Saxon, Tibalt Jones, Hillbilly, Lone Wolf, Rayman. Thank you for all being here. Everybody in chat, you rock, you roll. Thank you for supporting the channel the way you do. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing the video. And thank you for having a good time. You guys are amazing. Yes. And James, yes, you are the most amazing subscriber ever. That's right. With that, I want to remind you that I want to thank my channel subscribers and members for growing and supporting the channel the way you do. And I want to remind you that you're awesome. You're amazing. You're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can't, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change you need. And with that, we're going to get out of here. I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning.